Ben Simmons is an Aussie legend and one of the funnest people to play in 2K21. And if you're looking for a build maybe to take into Park or my career, this is great. Check this out. So this is going to be a Ben Simmons build. Keep in mind it is left-handed and number 25, just like Ben Simmons. I think it works better with left hand, but you can do whatever you like, really. But yeah, he's left-handed. Chuck that on if you want. It does make slashing pretty fun. It isn't a shooting build. We're going to go down to this pie chart here. So it's all the way down here. Looks like a peace sign, and it's red and blue. Chuck that on real quick, and then if you're starting at the top here, you're going to go all the way down to the bottom. Get this one, which is a bit of everything, because Ben Simmons, really, he's pretty versatile. He is really fast, really strong, and has a great jump. Okay, now we're going to set our potential and put on some attributes. First of all, you want to max out all of these over here, and that gives you 26. Now you're just going to want to drop down standing dunk to 55. We're going to skip over shooting altogether. Ben Simmons isn't known as a shooter, that is for sure. He is definitely known for his amazing defense and finishing abilities, but playmaking is another one of his strong suits, and with this we are going to amp up that pass accuracy and ball handle, and then we're going to put our post moves to about 40, I believe it is. Yep, 40. Accidentally went a bit too far, but that is all right. Okay, now we're going to go down to defense and rebounding, and first of all we're going to max out that interior, max out that perimeter, max out that lateral quickness, that steal, of course, looking very nice, and that block. And we're going to bump up our offensive rebound to 55 and our defensive rebound up to 56 to get us that last and 18th badge. Now for shape, you can go with whatever you want here. It's really up to you, but Ben Simmons is looking like a defined dude. I mean, he's certainly not burly, that's for sure. And we're going to want to make this 6'8". It's not going to be perfectly exact, but this is in the point guard position. You can't make a 6'10" point guard, but you can make a 6'8" one, and this one will come and say it's shades of Ben Simmons. Yes, it's not perfect. We're not going for the perfect height or weight or, you know, arm span or any of those things, but it has the exact same play style as Ben Simmons, being a point guard, slasher, lockdown defender. So go with 6'8" here. You want to drop down that weight to 188. Here, that's the sweet spot. And we're going to continue, and then your wingspan will drop out, and you'll get 60 strength from this, which is really, really good. That's a nice amount of strength to have. You get insane finishing, as we can see. Look at that, close shot is 93, driving layup 82, driving dunk 94, standing dunk 93, and the post hook at an 84. Very nice. The shooting, don't worry about that. You know, once again, Ben Simmons really needs to get some range extender out there with his shooting. Can't shoot much at the moment. That's all right. This is still a lethal build. And you got pretty good rebound. You know, great blocking abilities, great steal, and really, really good perimeter defense and interior defense there is pretty nice too. So if you needed to go into the paint, you know, maybe the center's just starting to cheese a little, you can do that, but you can also defend the outskirts when necessary. Okay, we're going to continue now, and there's two takeovers to choose from here. So you can choose slasher or lockdown defender. Both of them apply to Ben Simmons, but I'm going to go with lockdown defender just because that is what he has in 2K21. Okay, now as you can see, we have built a slasher build with shades of Ben Simmons, Penny Hardaway, and Spencer Dinwiddie. The main one being Ben Simmons, of course. So now we're going to show you what badges to pick, or maybe a couple of suggestions. You can do whatever you want. I mean, it's up to you really. You're the one grinding for them. And also, if you're going to test out this build, check on the Russell Westbrook jump shot just for the ultimate bad shooting experience. Contact finisher you want on Hall of Fame. And Pro Touch. Now, Teardrop is a bit of a waste of time, so don't even think about it. chuck on Giant Slayer because you are not the tallest man around, but you are great height still, so it's still nice to have though, Giant Slayer. You could, bump it down a little if you wanted, but I like it on Hall of Fame. Now, if you're bad at layups, you could put on Consistent Finisher. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put on Silver Key, Cross Key Scorer though. It's very much a Ben Simmons-like badge, and I'm going to put on Silver Relentless. Go over here, Hall of Fame Fancy Footwork, and then we're going to go Silver Slithery Finisher and Hall of Fame Acrobat. Now you can put on, like Deep Hooks or Lob City Finisher, Putback Boss, Showtime, Fast Break Finisher. If you, want, that's fine. I just find this to be like the most Ben Simmons-y, most fun way to play with a badge layout. So confirm those, go across to your shooting. Now over here, most people would probably just do catch and shoot. You don't want to do that. It's an alright badge, but you could put on like range or hot zone or something. Hot zone would probably help for inside, but you don't really need it once again. Ice in Veins improves your free throw percentage, so that's probably a good option if you're struggling there. However, I find that Slippery Off Ball is the best. It's the most Ben Simmons-like one in the shooting category. He is very slippery and difficult to deal with on the offensive end. And it's really the only badge here that isn't really focused on shooting, but will come in clutch whether you're in the park or in rec or wherever. So that's the one I like to throw on. And yeah, I know it's not a very popular badge for other builds, but I mean, we're talking about playmaking shot creators there. This is a slasher. It's going to be a lot more useful. Now, with our playmaking, Gold Quick First Step. He's very explosive, Ben Simmons. Gold Dimer. He's got great passing ability, so also chuck on Floor General and Flashy Passer. And then chuck on Downhill at the end. Now, you could also, if you wanted, make this like really, your standard dribbling thing. Handles for days, tight handles, stop and go. Maybe you want Space Creator or Unpluckable on. And you can do that if you want. I don't really care. It's up to you. You're the one who's making the build. I'm just giving you, a few guidelines. But yeah, if you want this to be really like Ben Simmons, Floor General, Flashy Passer, Dimer, and Downhill are the badges that are the most like him in real life. So confirm those. And now off to those big 18 defense and rebounding badges. Clamps, Hall of Fame. Down here, Rebound Chaser, Hall of Fame. They're like the two best badges you can have. Intimidator, Hall of Fame. You could have Interceptor, Hall of Fame if you want. I think it's pretty good on Silver though. And then I like to put Box on Hall of Fame. However, another great option is Defensive Leader, just to make all your teammates a bit better at defending. This one comes in, clutch a lot of the time. So if you want, you could chuck that on instead of Box. I'm going to put on Box for the moment though, just because I like having Box on. And that's just how I roll. But yeah, this is a standard Ben Simmons style badge setup for defense. Okay, cool. So there's all the badges for Ben Simmons. There's everything. I'll show you that build one more time. We go back in. And that is a slasher build with shades of Ben Simmons. Now, of course, please don't go in the comments and, harass me. This obviously is not like a one-to-one recollection of Ben Simmons. It can't be done. If you want a big point guard who slashes and defends really, really well, this is what you need. It's so much fun to play with this build. I love playing with it. I've played a few games before. It is a ton of fun. Super chill to play with too. Hop on with a few mates and you could be laying back, kicking up your feet while your friends are sweating, trying to get that weird shot meter working. But have fun, enjoy the build, and I'll see you later.